Good evening, all. I'm running out 78 from New Jersey to Pennsylvania, through Pennsylvania, to go home. And just went through the toll booths on the Delaware. So I get this straight. Just went through the toll booths on over the Delaware River, the Delaware Bridge. And yeah, this is one of those work-ready projects. Basically dug holes in the road and ruined it, filled them back in. But anyway, went across the toll bridge, and this was the first time I've crossed it. I guess last weekend was the last night. It was the last time they were going to have toll takers on the toll booths. Now it's just Easy Pass. And that kind of sucks. They were pushing for Easy Pass for a long time. I believe Easy Pass is a private company, and I'm not so sure that if you don't pay the Easy Pass tickets, if they can do anything about it. I'm sure I'll find out soon, because I don't plan on paying them. But what comes to mind is all these half-assed politicians talking about, bringing back high-paying jobs. They've been pushing the Easy Pass for a long time. It was, I think, $1.20 to go across the bridge with Easy Pass, and it was $3 without it. But I always stopped it and paid the $3. Because if everybody got the Easy Pass, these people, there wouldn't be any toll takers. They would basically lose their jobs. Why are we paying you when nobody uses your service? So I always just pay the $3 across the bridge. Screw it, just figured it was my admission fee to get into free America and get out of communist New Jersey. But they finally did away with the toll takers. All these politicians talk about, we're going to bring back high-paying jobs. Well, how about preserving jobs that are high-paying? Toll takers, it is a tough job. It's not very glamorous. You sit there, sometimes you're bored out of your skull, sometimes it's freezing cold, sometimes it's horribly hot, sometimes you're really busy, sometimes people have problems and you got to help them solve them and get them through the line and kind of back up. But it's a job, and it's unionized, and it pays well. And I guess they were down to 3 or 4 lanes open. And that works out to, in the middle of the night, maybe they'd be, 1 or 2 lanes. During the day, there was like 4. So you got, 3 shifts, 8 hours a shift. And you got 4, and then maybe you cut it down to 3, so that's 7. And then maybe in the middle of the night, there's 2. So you got 9 people's jobs that just got eliminated. Out of at one time there was about 20. Everybody wants to bring back jobs. Well, how about preserving the jobs? The tolls that you pay for the bridge are supposed to pay for the maintenance and upkeep and the operation of the bridge, including the workers there, like toll takers. So since you're not paying them anymore and you got a private company collecting the tolls, where's the extra money going to? You're not going to drop. It's like, oh, now it's Easy Pass, so it's going to go from $1.20 if you have Easy Pass down to 50 cents because we're saving all this money. We're not passing it on, so who the hell's getting the money? That's one question. The other question is, here's advice to Donald Trump. He's talking about bringing back jobs and making everything fair and being there for the middle class. We're going to bring back manufacturing jobs or whatever. You can bring back manufacturing jobs, but look at Japan. You got Lexus. Lexus was one of the first. Lexus was built by Toyota, and Toyota had a problem selling more high-end cars in America because they were known for, the Corollas and the rugged, durable, no-nonsense, cheapo, high economy cars. And then they started putting out better cars, and they couldn't sell them in the United States for any kind of real money. They couldn't compete. They just didn't have the sales. So they came up with, it's not a problem with the cars, it's a problem with the marketing. So they came up with the name Lexus, which means Luxury Export US. Luxury export cars to the United States. Lexus. And they pushed that, and all of a sudden they, new advertising campaign, new state of the art, whatever. But the interesting thing about Lexus, which made it a much better car, was it was one of the first auto assembly plants where no human touched the car until it was time to drive it out in the parking lot and park it. Nobody touched it. The entire factory was automated, and it's an incredible amount of engineering, considering you're going back to the late 80s and the early 90s. So you're going to bring back manufacturing, and we're going to be using Chinese robots to assemble products here in America so they can be claimed to be American made by American workers, or are American workers going to get the jobs doing the things they do? And I think that, back to advice for Donald Trump, you want to mess with the tax plan, good on you. I agree. Do it. I think that every manufacturer should be penalized by some kind of robot, some kind of automated whatever. And they should be basically given a tax break for every person with a heartbeat that's in their facility. And there's certain things that the numbers will mesh out where, this portion of the job should be automated because it just makes it better. We'll make more money paying the penalty and having it automated. And there'll be other ones that are, the automation, we'll lose our shirt on every aspect of that task. So we're going to have people there. And that will, if he does the tariffs, if he does everything else, if he does all the things, and brings manufacturing back, that'll ensure that the American working middle class ends up getting a piece of the pie. Otherwise, it's going to be robotic arms assembling things, and maybe somebody driving the truck for a little while. Several years ago, Volvo had a self-driving truck that actually worked just fine, but they were basically told not to put it on the American market. But my cousin works for Volvo, and he saw the thing, and he saw the demonstrations, and said, you're into construction, you're into trucks, we got a self-driving truck. It's really cool. But with automation, there's advantages, there's also disadvantages. And anybody that talks about bringing jobs back better ponder the two of them. And to that extent, also ought to consider an AI. If you have your customer service is all AI, and it's American, so you've got two managers of the system in case something really goes sideways, somebody's really got a problem. And then you've got 500 phone lines answered by AI. Well, maybe you get penalized for that instead of having actual people manning the telephones. I don't know. But anyway, all that came to mind by watching by driving through the Delaware River toll booths, realizing there is no people there anymore. And you can get a bill in the mail, or you can buy their, I don't know how much it costs, I haven't looked into it. You can buy their Easy Pass. Now it's as easy as going to Walmart and buying it, and as easy as credit card or your debit card on it, and they'll just automatically take all your money. But that brings up another question. When, like Facebook, every preference, everything you look at, everything that you put the little heart button on, that's all cataloged, and that's part of your profile, and those profiles and all your information is being sold. What about all your travel? This guy travels from here to 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 here, and somebody knows this now. Is that like a violation of your privacy by a private entity? And you can say, no, that's a private entity. They would never do anything. They would never sell your information. If you're an over-the-road truck driver, it's not going to be too hard to figure it out that you're in this vehicle and it's going from California to New Jersey and back and forth over and over again. That's got to be valuable to somebody. Or you're a commuter and you live in Pennsylvania and work in New Jersey, or whatever. I don't want to delve into that. But if the federal government wants to track you, all of a sudden you're a person of interest, and they tap on it and like, hey, listen, you got a really good gig going here, we can screw it all up for you. Give us this guy's travel patterns. Is it going to be like Facebook where they turned over everything to anybody and investigations happen? I don't know. But anyway, that's my rant for tonight. Hope you're all doing great and have an awesome weekend.